The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, Breakout Investing, with your host, Ken Shreve.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another edition of Breakout Investing on TFNN. Hope you all enjoyed the long three-day weekend. Back in the saddle on this Tuesday, looking at a very interesting day for the market here. We were lower for a good part of the session, and now indices have turned positive, trying to turn positive. I think well, let's check in on the indices right at the top of the show here. Nasdaq Composite right now up close to 10 points, near its session high after hitting an intraday low of 3,040. It is now trading up around 3,077. So good day for the Nasdaq Composite. The S&P 500 also trading up near its session high. It is up fractionally at this point, up just a little bit less than 1 point to 1407 after hitting an intraday low of 1396. And we'll last check in on the Dow Jones Industrial Average here. See if that is still in negative territory a little bit, but up near its session high as well. The Dow's down about 29 points, 0.2% to 13,062, well off its session low of 12,977. Number to use if you want to call, give me a call about this market. Toll free 877-927-6648. Breakout Investing used to air twice a week on TFNN. It is now 5 days a week from 3 to 4 Eastern. If you can't listen to the show live, head over to iTunes. You can pick it up as a podcast. And don't forget, you can listen to all TFNN programming on your smartphone. Just type in tfnn.mobi in your smartphone browser, and you can listen to the stream that way as well. Tiger TV on the homepage of TFNN.com. You can look at charts live right along with me. Tiger TV is also viewable in your handheld device as well. At TFNN.com, Tiger TV, the show is carried live on Channel 1, and it is archived on Channel 13. Pretty good push in volume today in the market. Right now, Nasdaq volume tracking about 15% higher than what we saw on Friday in what was a light day of trading. We had about 1.35 billion shares on Friday, tracking about 15% higher today. So that would probably take us in that 1.5, 1.6 billion range in the Nasdaq today. We'll see how everything finishes up by the close. Average volume these days on the Nasdaq is right around 1.5 billion. So it looks like we could have an average, maybe even slightly above average volume session for the Nasdaq today. On Friday, volume on the New York Stock Exchange totaled 735 million shares, which is interesting. It was the day just before a long holiday weekend. We had 735 million shares, and that was slightly above average for the New York Stock Exchange on Friday. Right now, we're tracking about 10-11% higher than that today. So it looks like we could get a nice above average volume day on the New York Stock Exchange, maybe end at around 815, 820 million shares, thereabout. In that area. Taking a look at the VIX, which was strong earlier in the session. It hit an intraday high of 1896, but is near its session low here at 1797, still up 2.9%, but again near its session low. Let's check in on a save chart I have here for the Cboe Volatility Index, and you can see the VIX recently reclaimed its 50-day moving average, but it looks like that 200-day line at 1978 could be a resistance level for now, and we'll see how that shakes out in coming days. But overall, a solid day for the market. Still can't find anything wrong. Distribution days, higher volume declines in the indices have been fairly well contained since August 14th on the Nasdaq Composite. I've only seen 2 higher volume declines in that tech index, so that is what I would call contained institutional selling. In the S&P 500, I've only seen 2 higher volume declines since August 21st. Plenty of decent looking stock charts out there. I own several bullish names in my Ultimate Growth Stocks model portfolio. If you want to check out the newsletter and model portfolio, be sure to go to the homepage of TFNN.com. You can see my name in the carousel there, Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. You can also click on the newsletters tab on the homepage, then click on investment newsletters. Ultimate Growth Stocks is published weekly every Tuesday, so earlier today I sent out my most recent weekly update, and I send out email buy and sell alerts for the model portfolio in between weekly updates. So model portfolio currently holds about 9 or 10 stocks that are working well at this point. I'm pleased with the outperformance. So if you want to see what names I'm currently in and how I am handling them, be sure to check out 30 days free of Ultimate Growth Stocks at TFNN. A couple of key headlines definitely looming on the horizon here. September 6th, that's going to be the day after tomorrow. We've got the European Central Bank meeting. Will the ECB lower rates? Will they keep rates the same? What are they going to say about policy and the debt crisis in Europe? So September 6th will be an interesting date. Of course, we've got the jobs report on Friday. Next week, September 12th and 13th. More headlines out of Europe. On September 12th, I believe it's September 12th, the German Constitutional Court will rule on the legality of the 2 European bailout funds, the EFSF, which stands for European Financial Stability Facility, kind of a mouthful there, and also the ESM, which is the European Stability Mechanism. So, and of course on September 12th and 13th, we also have the 2-day Fed meeting. What's the Fed going to do? So very, very interesting in terms of economic headlines coming up. Apple confirmed, sent out invitations today to the media. They're going to have a press event on September 12th where it is widely expected they're going to introduce the iPhone 5, and Apple outperforming nicely today, up a little over $9, 1.4% to 674.28. Still showing relative price strength in this market, as are several large cap tech names at this point. So Apple has its event September 12th. Interesting, several other tech names have events scheduled before that. Tomorrow, Microsoft and Nokia, they have an event scheduled where they're going to introduce the new line of Nokia's Lumia smartphones built for the new Windows 8 mobile operating system. Later in the day tomorrow, Google's Motorola unit will have its own event to unveil its latest Android devices. And then on Thursday, September 6th, same day as the European Central Bank meeting, Amazon here in LA is going to have a big press event, and they're going to be most likely unveiling a new Kindle tablet, maybe thinner, sleeker. So we'll see. A lot of headlines coming up. Taking a look at crude oil today, down 1.2% to $95.30 a barrel. Gold up $8.40, 0.5% to $1,696 an ounce. It's the highest close since mid-March for gold. All right, 877-927-6648. We're going to go to the phones. Go to George in lovely Boca Raton. How you doing today, George?
Right, hello. Good.
Thanks for the call. What can I do for you, sir?
Where do you think it's going? Do you think there'll be a setback in gold?
A setback in gold?
On the short term?
You know, I don't. I don't really play the gold market that much, so it's not. I'll quote gold on my radio program. I mean, if I do play gold, I may buy the GLD. It's under accumulation here, so technically it's not doing anything wrong. So I would call the chart of the GLD pretty bullish at this point. If you get a low volume pullback, maybe down to the 10-day moving average around 161, that might be an opportunity to pick up some more. But money coming into gold because of what's expected from the ECB and the Fed and possibly China as well. So technically, gold looks pretty strong here.
Right. What about the S&P? Do you think it'll keep motoring? Or?
I think George, I have made no secret of the fact that I think the technical picture of the market here looks pretty good. I am bullish for now. It doesn't mean that we can't have some softness in the month of September, but I'm not willing to give up on this market yet. I've got several stocks that are working. I think the S&P 500 is in a bullish technical setup here. I think the Nasdaq Composite looks pretty good, so I'm long. I'm long the market here. I'm not short. I'm not going to be afraid to lock in some profits if I start to see signs of institutional selling in this market. But without any sell signals, I'm gonna sit tight and continue to be long.
Yes. All right. Any particular sectors you like?
I've got exposure in the model portfolio. I've got some retail. I've got some healthcare, and I've got technology. I think the leadership is pretty broad in the market right now, which is another good sign. So there's a lot of sectors working. There's a lot of subgroups working in those sectors, and like I said, 30 days free of Ultimate Growth Stocks. You can see what sectors I'm exposed to in the newsletter. So check that out, 30 days free.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, George. Appreciate the phone call.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, George from Boca Raton, Florida, had some questions about my overall take on this market. And listen, as I've been saying in recent days, I can respect the bear case, and I can also respect the bull case out there. So I follow a system in this market. I buy stocks when I believe the market trend is upward. I believe the market trend is upward until proven otherwise. So on the one hand, it's a fairly simple approach to the market, but until I mentioned at the top of the program, I mean, I see two instances in the Nasdaq Composite since August 14th where the tech index declined with a little bit of conviction behind the volume, and that's not much. That's not much in the way of selling. I see a lot of bullish stock charts out there as well. I see very little in the way of stocks that have suffered a lot of damage. I mean, of course, they're out there. Names like Baidu, BMW, Salesforce, but the number of bullish charts to me clearly have the upper hand over bearish ones now. So I'm gonna ride the trend for as long as the market tells me to. That's my general game plan from here. All right, folks, headed into break number one. Thanks very much for tuning in. As always, Ken Shreve with you on TFNN. You're listening to Breakout Investing. We will be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kay Stalter, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Breakout Investing on TFNN. Taking a look at the U.S. dollar index. The index was recently trading around 81.31, up 10 ticks. The dollar index, let's pull it up here in Tiger TV here. Let's see here. There, U.S. dollar index. Okay, so on Friday, it was it took quite a thumping. Tried to hit an intraday high of 81.75, closed at its low of 81.21. So it is in some technical trouble here, no doubt about it. Some will say that it is oversold, but so it closed Friday at 81.21, up slightly today, up 10 ticks or so to 81.31. Sticking to my story right now that the U.S. dollar index really not giving me any clues that it's ready to turn higher at this point. Economic data earlier today, the ISM Manufacturing Index unexpectedly showed contraction in August, came in at 49.6, slightly below the consensus estimate of 50, and also below July's reading of 49.8. The market did not respond well at all to this reading. It didn't come in much worse than expected. It was just a little bit below expectations, but it did mark the third straight month of contraction for the ISM Manufacturing Index. This is a closely watched index of manufacturing activity, and like I've been saying, the manufacturing data recently have not been very good. There's no question about that. The Philly Fed has been in contraction mode for something like 4 months now. So, but you know, the market sold off on this weak ISM manufacturing reading, but we are up near session highs as the major averages continue to flex their muscle today. Had some car sales data earlier today. GM said U.S. sales rose 10% in August to 240,520 vehicles. Buick sales up 12%. Chevy and Cadillac sales each rose 11%. Ford, U.S. sales rose 13% from July to, that's from a year ago, to 197,249 vehicles, led by improved sales of the Focus and Fusion brands. Focus sales up big, 35% from a year ago. Fusion sales increased by 21%. Overall, passenger car sales rose 7% in August at Ford, while truck sales rose 6%. So decent numbers from GM and Ford. We can check in on both stocks here. Check in on shares of General Motors. We'll see that it is not doing much, down 6 cents today to 21.29, and shares of Ford up 11 cents to $9.45. Economic data for the rest of the week, pretty busy in terms of economic data. On Thursday, we've got the ADP employment change. We've got challenger job cuts. We've also got weekly jobless claims, of course. And then on Friday, non-farm payrolls for August. They're expected to come in at 130,000, with the unemployment rate holding steady at 8.3%. After 3 months of job growth below 100,000, the economy added 163,000 jobs in July. That was much better than expected. Hopefully we'll see a number above 130,000 this Friday. I think the market would like that. Chip stocks week today. Let's check in on the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index as the Nasdaq has bounced back. We'll see that the SOX has recovered some earlier losses, but it is still down 0.6% to 393.79. That's the last on the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, trading up near its session high. Some downgrades today. I think it was Deutsche Bank that downgraded shares of ARM Holdings. That's ARMH on the Nasdaq. Shares of ARM taking a big hit today, down 8.2% to $25 a share. Gaps below its 50-day moving average. And then a smaller boutique here, Evercore Partners, cut its ratings on NVIDIA. Check on shares of NVIDIA here, NVDA on the Nasdaq. Shares of NVIDIA. Let's see here. Whoa. Bear with me, folks. Get my stock charts back up here. Okay. All right. Well, we're headed into break here, so I will get my charting service set back up here, and we will be back in about 4 minutes. Good long segment coming up, about 15 or 20-minute segment, so give me a call, 877-927-6648. Headed into break number 2. We'll be right back, folks.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pezzavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
This segment is brought to you by Direction Shares. To learn more about technical tools for the sophisticated active investor, hit the Direction Shares banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Breakout Investing on TFNN. All right, got my charts back up here before we went into the last break. Had a excuse me, a little bit of a snafu here, but we were talking about weakness in chip stocks today, and the Nasdaq Composite's performance being that much more impressive because a lot of chip names underperforming here. Here's a look at the composite now up pretty much at its session high, up 14 points, 0.5% to 3,081. But mentioned names like NVIDIA under pressure today. This is Evercore Partners came out with negative comments not only on the graphics chip maker. They cut its rating on NVIDIA to underweight. It also, and you can see NVIDIA having a rough day today, down 5% to 1333. Also, advanced micro devices got hit as well. Shares down 2.5% to $3.62. This is just dead money at Advanced Micro Systems. And let's also check in on Dow Component Intel. And Evercore Partners lowered estimates on Intel, citing rising inventories and also weak expectations for PC sales. But after hitting an intraday high of 2506, shares of Intel now down near its session low, 2441, the last on Intel, down 1.7%. Earnings news today. Let's take a look at shares of Campbell Soup. We're pretty much at the tail end of our earnings season. Still going to see some reports this week. Campbell Soup's really nasty reversal here. Hits an intraday high of 36.28. The stock is now flat on the day, currently trading at 35.14, pretty much at its session low. Not much in the way of earnings and sales growth at Campbell Soup. Earnings down 5% to 41 cents a share. That was a little better than expected. Sales were flat at $1.6 billion. Soup sales did pretty good, up up 9% in the quarter. U.S. beverage sales were up 3%, helped by its V8 Splash and V8 Fusion beverages. Campbell Soup recently completed a $1.5 billion acquisition of natural foods company Bolthouse Farms. So what looked like a good day for Campbell Soup, now not so much. The stock has given back all its gains, now flat on the day at 35.14. Coal stocks week today. Dahlman Rose downgraded Alpha Natural Resources, that is ANR. Alpha Natural Resources gets a downgrade from Dahlman Rose. It is down 6.5% to $5.55. Also downgraded Peabody Energy, that's ticker BTU, down 3.7% to $20.82. And finally, Walter Energy, WLT, also gets caught in the coal sell-off today. Walter Energy down 5.8% to $30.79. These stocks look like they're on sale here. I'd be very careful. A lot of sellers in the coal space recently. They're very damaged. So Dahlman Rose downgrades all three coal names. They cut their price forecast for metallurgical coal used to make iron and steel products. Merger and acquisition news. Let's take a look at shares of Valiant Pharmaceuticals. They agreed to buy Medicis, ticker MRX, today for $2.6 billion. Medicis makes dermatological and aesthetic pharmaceutical products. So the value of that deal, again, $2.6 billion. Shares of VRX. Big gap up for the stock today, up 14.7% to $58.80. Interesting, the acquiring company normally is going to see some price softness, but that's not the case with Valiant today. I didn't really look closely at how the deal is structured. Valiant very possibly could have said this deal is going to be immediately accretive. That's not out of the question. Of course, MRX got a premium on this deal, so not surprising to see this stock trading higher. It is up 38% today, $12.09 to $43.65. So that's the deal of the day. Let's take a look at shares of Netflix, Nflx. Netflix under quite a bit of pressure today, down 6.4% to $55.92. This stock still can't get out of its own way. The online video provider fell sharply on news that Amazon secured a distribution agreement with Viacom's Epix premium cable network. Just recently, Netflix exclusive deal with Epix expired. So Netflix under pressure. Amazon is off its lows for the day. It hit an intraday low of 244.66. It is still underperforming today a little bit, down 68 cents to 247.59. So that's what's going on there. Shares of Noble, ticker NE. This is Noble Drilling. This stock is under some pressure today. Not too bad, only down 2.1%, 81 cents to 37.33. The company trimmed its third quarter revenue outlook by about $50 million, citing extended rig downtime. The stock at one point was moving sideways, holding support, perhaps poised for a technical breakout over 38.92 in this area here, but today's price action tells me that is not so much likely anymore. So that is a look at Noble Drilling. And then, of course, shares of Facebook under more pressure today, down 37 cents, 2% to $17.69. It's amazing the destruction that has been done to this stock. Still equally amazing that it is selling at 61 times trailing earnings and 28 times forward earnings, even with being down more than 50%, a little more than 50% from its initial offering price. So at $17.69, give or take, still selling at 61 times trailing earnings and 28 times forward earnings. So it is getting still a bit of a premium valuation here in my estimation. Take a look at shares of Annie's. Remember Annie's, BNNY, that interesting ticker symbol. Annie's is a distributor of natural and organic food products. IPO not that long ago for Annie's, but good day for the stock today, up $2.15, 5.2% to $43.70. Stock got SunTrust initiated Annie's with a buy rating, so a little mini breakout for the stock today over 43.17. Pretty decent volume. This is a base breakout and not a stock that is extended in price. You can see a sideways consolidation here since July thereabouts, and here's your breakout point, your swing point, 43.17. So at 43.70, this one still could be in the early stages of a move. At least if you're thinking about buying Annie's here and you like buying price strength, you're not buying an extended stock here. So Annie's looks good here. Technical breakout over 43.17, still within buying range here. Let's take a look at Cvlt. Cvlt is interesting. Cvlt Systems, big move for this stock today, up $3.13, 6.2% to $53.55. Interesting technical action because it is approaching a swing point of 53.80. Could try to take out that swing point soon. This is a bullish cup with handle pattern. Here's the high point in the handle area here, which would be 53.80. Cvlt is a provider of data and information management software. Pretty decent volume in the stock today. We'll see in coming days if it can break out for real over that swing point of 53.80. But pretty decent fundamentals at Cvlt. Top line growth of about 20% or so in recent quarters. Latest quarter, second quarter earnings were up 43% from a year ago to 30 cents a share. Sales were up 22%. Probably a company that should be able to grow annual earnings by 15-20% over the next few years. So technically, Cvlt Systems looking strong here. PANW. Palo Alto Networks. This is a new issue. Came public in July at $42 a share. Look at the move in Palo Alto Networks today, up $4.98, 7.7% to $69.36. Is it too late to buy this one after a 7.7% gain? Well, you look at the chart, it still could be in the early stages of a move here. This is obviously a speculative stock. It's only been trading since July. Came public at $42, now trading around 69. Lot of optimism about growth prospects here. That's why you tend to see strong price performance like this in new issues. Triple-digit sales growth in recent quarters at Palo Alto Networks, and they did $65.7 million in their latest reported quarter. This is a network security firm with a lot of positive buzz, and for a new issue, recent IPO, it is acting very, very well in this market, no doubt about it. Take a look at some other names that popped up in my growth screens today. Akamai Technologies. Akamai Technologies holding gains nicely after its gap up in July on strong earnings. Shares of Akamai today only up 18 cents, about 0.5% to 37.69. But this is an example of another technically strong stock in this market, holding gains nicely, and you actually have some accelerating revenue growth in recent quarters at Akamai, which is always compelling because it kind of lets you know that demand is solid. Demand remains strong for the company's products. Here's a look at a weekly chart for Akamai, kind of flirting with a breakout from a big long base that started earlier this year in January. We'll see if it eventually can take out that $40 price level. So probably a little early here. I'd like to see Akamai show a little more price strength. Like to see it break out over some key resistance levels that still loom. But certainly $40 is the price level to watch here for Akamai. Good solid stock though. ACHC, kind of a little-known ticker symbol here. I think I mentioned Acadia last week on the show, but a nice, really bullish breakout here from another cup with handle base. You know, when I talk about these good setups in the market, I mean, this is just kind of a visual illustration of all the ones that are happening here, and Acadia Healthcare is the latest. This is a company that provides psychiatric services through 34 treatment facilities in 18 states, I believe, but stock up 9.5% today to $21 a share. The swing point was 1960. So kind of getting borderline extended here. Remember, if the swing point is 1960, you don't want to chase a stock when it moves more than 5% past that swing point. So we'd have to do the quick math. $21, probably a little more than 5% past that swing point. But nonetheless, a bullish day of trading for Acadia Healthcare, ACHC, on the Nasdaq, and a small company here, market cap of below $1 billion, about $880 million thereabouts, and it's thinly traded too, with an average daily volume of 220,000 shares. But Acadia is another growth name acting very well in this market. Speaking of stocks acting well, SolarWinds is another one that is making a beautiful move today. SolarWinds, SWI, on the New York Stock Exchange, a maker of network management software. The stock is just not doing anything wrong. Up $3.75 today, 6.8% to $58.63. Swing point here of 56.80. So, you know, another one that I don't think you have to worry about that you're chasing something that has run too far, too fast. The swing point is 56.80. It's at 58.63. You know, not chasing here, I don't think. But SWI is just a super solid stock here. Has been a strong performer for a little while here. Let's take a look at a weekly chart for SolarWinds, and here's the swing point here, 56.94. What did I say? 56.80 was the swing point. 56.94 is the prior high here. So either way, good solid breakout for SolarWinds today. Interesting that shares of Mellanox doing well today. This is another name that's been doing well, but Deutsche Bank finally came out today and started the stock at a buy. Interesting call from Deutsche Bank, considering this was a $75 stock back in July. It looks a little bit extended up here. You can see the stock is firming up at its 10-day, 20-day moving average here. It's up a little more than 3% today to 118.04. I'm a little skeptical of buying the stock up here. This is one that probably is going to just continue to go higher. If it does, it can go up without me, because it's kind of marching to the beat of its own drummer here. Looks a little extended. Would love to see it base, and ideally even see it pull down. If you look at a weekly chart for Mellanox, MLNX, pull back to the 10-week moving average at this point, which is right around $101 a share. It's at 118 now. If you do get a pullback at some point in September, name like Mellanox could come down to its 10-week moving average at 101 and still, not be a broken stock at all. If it does do that and find support at 101, that would be a great entry point, because growth prospects, no doubt, are very strong at Mellanox Technology. So, as you can see, a lot of names out there acting well. The Ultimate Growth Stocks model portfolio continues to perform well as well. If you want to check out 30 days free of Ultimate Growth Stocks, you can do that right on the homepage of TFNN.com. In the meantime, we're going to head into the final break. We'll be back in about 3.5 minutes or so. Ken Shreve with you on TFNN. You're listening to Breakout Investing. We'll be right back.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kay Stalter, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
Tom O'Brien's daily trading newsletter, Market Insights, has delivered powerful results for subscribers, and now is the perfect time to try it out for 2 weeks absolutely free. We're so confident in the value Tom provides his subscribers in his daily newsletter that through Labor Day weekend only, when you sign up for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights, we'll send you a free copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, completely free of charge. We'll even cover the shipping cost. Cancel at any time during your 2-week free trial to Market Insights and pay nothing, and keep Tom's free book as a gift from us. This offer is only valid for new subscribers. We've only extended this offer once before, and it will only be active for a short period of 2 weeks. So act now to take advantage of this great offer and be ready to capitalize on a more active, more volatile market once traders return from their August vacations. All the details are on the front page of TFNN.com. Sign up for your free trial to get your free copy of Tom's best-selling book today.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil's subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to check out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page of TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN. Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Catch Tom O'Brien, founder and CEO of TFNN, professional trader and educator. Also a special guest on CNBC, analyzing the commodity markets. Tom will bisect and dissect the markets. The Tom O'Brien Show, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, everyone, to Breakout Investing. 5 minutes left to go in Tuesday's session. We are now mixed on the day. Still a decent performance for the market here. S&P 500 down a fraction to 1406. Still holding up near its session high and well off its intraday low of 1396. The Nasdaq Composite still holding on to a gain here and up near its session high as well. It is now up a little over 9 points, 0.3% to 3,076, well off its intraday low of 3,040. And finally, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, that's been in negative territory for most of the day. It is still trading in the half of its top half, right in the middle of its trading range for the day now, down 46 points. 0.3% to 13,044. Dow component Intel under some pressure today. Talked about weakness in chip stocks, but I'll tell you what, after that weaker than expected reading from the Institute for Supply Management Manufacturing Index, the market's performance today has been admirable, no doubt about it. Growth name that's been under a lot of pressure in recent days. Shares of Baidu up $3.07 today, 2.75% to 114.51. Baidu has been under a lot of pressure because one of its main China rival, Qihu 360, which trades under the ticker QIHU. The company recently said it would launch its own search engine, and Barclays came out, cut its price target dramatically for Baidu on this news. But yesterday, Baidu unveiled a new internet browser for Google Android devices. So that stock's getting a little bit of a bid here. It's still a broken stock, though. Really not looking at Baidu as a actionable buy in terms of how I go about buying a growth stock, but it is outperforming. It is outperforming nicely today. Taking a look at some other movers today. DG, Dollar General. We're going to see earnings from this company tomorrow. Dollar General rallied nicely on Thursday, rallied again on Friday. It is now down 29 cents today to 50.78. Shares of Dollar General are going to be coming out with earnings before the open, so we'll see what numbers look like from Dollar General. This is widely regarded as best of breed in retail. Also before the open, we're going to see another apparel firm come out with earnings. GIII, I think that's what it is. I never know how to pronounce this company's name. The ticker is GIII, might be G3 Apparel Group, but it is up $1.04. You can see the big uptrend that it's been on pretty much for the month of August, up another 3.3% today to 32.78 ahead of earnings before the bell tomorrow. On Thursday, Smith & Wesson, SWHC, Ulta Beauty, ULTA. Let's check in on Ulta as we put the finishing touches on today's show. This is a beauty retailer. Shares of Ulta up 18 cents today to 94.18 ahead of its earnings report on Thursday. And then who can forget former leader Lululemon Athletica. They're going to be coming out with earnings on Friday, and this one's been in a nice little uptrend as well after hitting a low around 55 $55 a share back earlier this month. It is trading at $66.89, up 2.6% today. Again, reports earnings on Friday. So we're winding down earnings season, but a few growth names still reporting this week. Thanks very much for tuning in, folks. Great to be back after a long weekend. Coming up next, the Tom O'Brien Show, 4 to 6 Eastern. I'll see you back here tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern, for another edition of Breakout Investing. Have a great afternoon.